Good evening, I'm Stacey Amos, and these are the top stories that we have for you tonight. Double homicide here at Mutual Homes, and the pending confirmation hearings of VIPD Commissioner and Health Commissioner on St. Croix. Those stories and more we have for you coming right up on News Channel 8. And we're here at the VI Legislature for confirmation hearings where Dr. Mercedes Dellum and VIPD Commissioner Henry White are currently being confirmed. And we got one confirmation today with Dr. Mercedes Dellum, and Glenn Drake has the details.
Well, here with Commissioner Designee Dellum, congratulations, and how do you feel about today?
Thank you, sir. Well, I felt great. I mean, it was very good. It's my first chance really to talk with the legislature in depth, and I learned a lot of problems that I need to look into. I have now a priority list that I better get on, and I think it was very good, and I appreciate their questions and their support.
Yeah, coming here to the Virgin Islands with your background, what do you think you can bring to the table?
Well, I hope what I can bring is 30 years of being in the healthcare field and wanting to work with people and helping to continue to improve the health of the territory. I think there's one point that I really want to make to everybody, is that it's not just me alone, it's the entire Department of Health that's working with you, but we need the community involvement, the legislature, the governor, everybody to improve the healthcare here.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Glenn Drake was able to talk to some senators after the confirmation hearings. Here's the story.
St. Thomas Senator Patrick Seaman-Sproul was here with us as well. What do you think about the confirmations today?
The confirmation today, this morning, we had Dr. Dellum for the Department of Health. Of course, you know I'm the chairman for the Health and Hospitals. It was a very thorough interview. She seems very prepared. She, within the 30 days that she already met with at least the majority of the staff, and she has a short-term, mid-term, and long-term plan. I talked about environmental health, I talked about mental health, we talked about the MCH lack of staff and those individuals who were sent home in September, which we overrode the governor's veto to make sure those individuals for both St. Thomas and St. Croix try to give back those positions as quickly as possible, because the services to the community is the most important. That's one of the things I've been definitely promoting, these health fairs, outreach to the community. We are going through tough economic times. I have worked in health. As the chairman of the Committee of Health, you see the need. People are not going to the physicians, for the doctors. I talked to these matters with Dr. Dellum and let her know exactly we have to do more. The Department of Health has to do more for the community, going out, reaching out, seeing exactly what can be done for the people of the Virgin Islands. A healthier community would be a better community, and she definitely falls in total collaboration with that, and would definitely work not only with getting more federal monies, federal grants to help her department, but try to see exactly that additional staff will be needed, try to see exactly what staff is there, and making sure that the staff is doing what they need to do.
Here with Senate President Senator Ronald Russell at the hearing today. Tell us basically, your take on the whole thing today.
Well, this is not a rubber stamp situation. As the public would see and hear, the first nominee went through very grueling questions, and I think she responded really well. One of the things that impressed me was how she embraced a team from the Department of Health, and how she responded to the questions about her salary, and most importantly, she seems to be a very caring and well-qualified doctor. But we asked her some tough questions, and I think it's important that we fulfill our role. The nominee comes down, we have to grill the nominee to get confident and some kind of trust that they have the best interests of the territory when they lead a department, and that's what we're doing. So it's going really well. I look forward to the next nominee, and I'm here to do the people's business.
Good evening again. We're here in Grove Place at the Mutual Homes, where a double homicide happened last night. This is the third recent killing in the past 3 days, and we're going to turn it over to Melody Rames VIPD's Public Affairs Officer, to give us more. Melody?
Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives on St. Croix are investigating the fatal shooting of two men that occurred at about 9 p.m. in the Mutual Homes housing community in Estate Grove Place. The men, who are both 29 years old, were near Building 43 when they were shot several times. Police are searching for suspects. In their initial police report, police said when they arrived on the scene, they observed one victim being treated by emergency medical technicians. The second victim had no apparent vital signs, according to the EMTs. A doctor at the Governor Juan F. Louis Hospital and Medical Center later pronounced both victims dead. Police said they recovered numerous AK-47 and 9mm shell casings from the area. This case is being followed up by the Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives, and anyone with any information on this case is asked to call detectives at 712-6077, 712-6037, or you can call Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS.
Thanks, Melody, for that recap. Coming up, we have the Senator's reactions to the confirmation hearings today. We'll be right back. And we're going to take you inside during the Senate confirmation hearings for you to see it up close and personal.
I'm confident that my favorable nomination as police commissioner will not only benefit the department, but will also enhance the level of safety to the residents and visitors. At this time, it is fitting for me to acknowledge my predecessors who served in this position, as well as senior level staff who have contributed greatly to the accomplishments and strides of the department, which the department has achieved in recent times. The foundations for change have been laid and the fruits of their labor are evident. For example, in 2011 there was a decline in murders, and although the department has not released its official figures, murders and other Part 1 crimes have decreased significantly. Additionally, as a result of our consent decree, public relations campaign, coupled with increased information being disseminated to the community, the public's level of trust toward the department continues to improve. As you are aware, the VIPD for what is soon to be the third year has been dealing with 104 mandates of the consent decree at a major cost to the territory. Addressing these mandates in a timely manner will be one of my major priorities, especially since VIPD is currently in litigation with the consent decree monitors regarding a more aggressive response to the mandates. This matter is now in the hands of the U.S. District Court, which expects the department to deliver the required results even when the territory is under a financial austerity plan. Averting a future federal takeover of this department will be a major challenge for me as the police commissioner. However, I am confident that my experience and leadership and background will ensure confident, consistent achievement of the mandates of the consent decree. If I'm given the opportunity to serve this community as a police commissioner, I promise an open, accountable, accessible police department responsive to the inevitable changes and demands in community policing.
Glenn Drake was able to talk to some senators after the confirmation hearings. Here's the story.
What do you think about Commissioner, or actually a designate Commissioner White?
Well, as it relates to the commissioner designee, his resume precedes him. On paper, things look good. As majority leader and a former chief of police, and knowing the situations that we have in our community now with crime and this powder keg that we have, we need stability within the police department. I'm going to question the commissioner aggressively. If we take just what's on paper, it looks good, but we have to see whether that the commissioner is going to really be able to stand up to the line of questioning and be able to offer a roadmap to how he planned to interact with the situation that is occurring. The problem that I have as we stand here today at 2:15 in the afternoon on Thursday, and as I talk to members, I'm not getting a good feel, but that's not to say that senators are not waiting to really hear from the commissioner. I am lobbying and asking senators to put the good of the community, the good of the department, give our people some semblance of stability in the police department. but I only have one vote. And as majority leader, while I may try to influence through my training and background and my experience, I don't know whether or not I'll be able today to get the commissioner out with a favorable recommendation. However, I continue to work on it. There's 7 members in the committee. Members, as I said, is not being too enthused for whatever reason they have, but it will be up to the commissioner when he gets on the floor before these senators to really sell his programs. That's what we're interested in. The senators are going to be interested in. What roadmap do he have? And if the commissioner can do that, because Mercedes Dellum, the commissioner designee for the health department, she did exactly that. From her opening statement, she was able to sell Mercedes Dellum to the legislature. And it's my hope that Commissioner designee White will be able to do that. But the thing is, his name is White, and
any relations?
Being a white, he should have the prerequisite ability to be able to do just that. But if in fact he does not have a roadmap in place now, when he gets on that floor, it's going to be the worst time to start thinking on a plan.
Senator, any relation?
No, there's no relationship between the designee, Commissioner Henry White, and Celestina White, except that both of us have been in law enforcement for a long time. We both love law enforcement, and we both have been effective in the area of law enforcement where we have worked, although in different areas.
I know you have a military background, so you know about leadership, and you know about it's more like law enforcement is more like a quasi-military operation. What do you think about the commissioner designee?
Well, I'm waiting to see how he's going to testify this afternoon. I have an open mind about the commissioner designee for the police department. The police department needs leadership right now. The acting commissioner Hyman has been pretty good. He's done a really good job of keeping the department together, but it needs stability, and it needs long-term leadership, and it needs a vision that will help resolve the issues that we have in the territory. And as everyone knows, we have some significant challenges with crime in the territory. Homicides are sort of a continuous vexation for all of us. And one of the things that the commissioner has to demonstrate this afternoon in his hearing is how he is going to get control of this lawlessness that plagues our streets. And so I'm looking forward to his testimony. I certainly don't know very much about him. I have spoken with him briefly. I have looked at his resume and his record. He has a great record, and the paperwork on him looks good. But I'm anticipating his testimony. I want to hear how he speaks with confidence, and I want to hear him express his vision for how he's going to manage the police department. And you're absolutely right. I come from a military background. I think there has to be strict discipline in the police department. Without that, and without a certain esprit de corps and great morale, we're not going to do very much with the crime in the territory. And it is absolutely essential that we get a commissioner who is going to take control of the streets and have our residents feel like they're living in a safe community.
VIPD, it's a sensitive time now. There was a saying that he wasn't going to get confirmed because, there's things that's happening in the VIPD since he's been there. And I know he's been quiet. He hasn't taken a stand on certain issues. What do you think about, his confirmation today? What do you think about all that?
I think it's going to be pretty controversial. I believe that the Commissioner of Police is also qualified. However, I have a serious problem ignoring or bypassing highly qualified Virgin Islanders. And there is no doubt in my mind that we have very, very qualified Virgin Islanders that are honest. If you don't trust our guys, then say that, but don't say that there's none available.
So you're saying that's an interesting point, because I spoke to several senators, and you brought that home. I mean, you're the only one that mentioned about local talent.
Well, that's how it is. You can't ignore that. I don't intend to ignore that.
And the commissioner hearings for VIPD Commissioner Henry White are still going on. We're still awaiting word. here at our studios, right here at Channel 8 in Barron Spot, and we are about to hear a full festival recap from Charlemagne from our own entertainment guru, Bogo. Here's the recap.
And you know, festival season just finished here on St. Croix, so we want to know how people feel about festival. Did they enjoy the activities? Were the activities well advertised? The village, the parade. We want to know the activities surrounding festival. Were they well put together? We want to know. So we decided to take a trip to the Sunny Hills area. And I'm here with my good brethren here in Urban Church, and he's going to tell us our take about festival for 2011-2012.
Well, I think festival was really good this year. It was a good turnout. Most of the people seemed like they had fun. Everybody, the vibe was good, you know, good turnout. Just whole heap of people. Village was good, the parade was good, the colors, everybody looked nice. You know, it seemed like everybody had a good time. I didn't hear any, well, not too much negative, you know, behind the team, but I myself, I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I can't wait until next year. Actually, I can't wait until St. Thomas.
Okay. So tell us basically for festival, what stood out for you? Was it the food? Was it the music? Was it the ladies in the parade? What was it?
It was the youth. I like to see how the youth them got out there and they did their thing. You know, they have fun. You know, it was the costume. It was just the way they were interacting with each other. It was a good vibe, man. I like to see that.
We're still in Sunny Hills, and we are trying to find out how everybody enjoyed festival. And here we have someone who we haven't seen in a very long time, but he was here throughout the festival. How long you miss festival?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah. Been in New York for the last 12 years.
You can't just count around your two hands. But then, like, tell me, so you missed it for 12 years and you came back and you was here from the beginning. Tell me what you enjoyed. Tell me the changes that you saw in the 12 years that you wasn't here.
Well, what I enjoy about it is the Juve was nice.
Okay.
I like that because of, you know, you have different bands coming down, and it's different from how we used to do it back in the days.
Okay, a lot more bands.
Yeah, a lot more bands.
Mm-hmm.
Also with the festival village, I like how they situate everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, there's some changes that can be made. I think that could be different, but you know, from what I see, it's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then, since you talk about changes, because we about betterment and making things better, we do have someone coming from outside, coming back home to festival. What are, at least name one change that you see that you think that could be made for the betterment of festival?
Well, for the festival village per se, I think they need to, you know, where they have that tent, they need to make it concrete. If you're going to put a tent there, put concrete there. Okay. You know, so people could at least stay, the foot could stay out the mud.
Okay.
You know, boots, with the boots, you know, put the boots there permanently. It's not like it's being used year round. Put the boots there permanently and have, you know, people rent the boots. Okay. Instead of having to bring boots from where they're at. Okay. You know.
But then you know that when you say rent boots, it's like we're making a permanent village. You know, people are gonna start to talk figures now.
I know, yeah, I know that, but still, you know, it's you know, they just need to do something to also, you know, help the people, help themselves.
As we were walking through Sunny Hills, I heard a horn honk. And who it is? Definitely the man in charge of festival for this year, Mr. Davidson Charlemagne. He's the chairperson, and he's going to tell you how he feels about festival. I mean, we got a lot of good reviews so far in Sunny Hills, but from your perspective, with all the hard work that you put into festival this year, how do you feel now it's over?
Well, definitely, again, I'm Bogle. It is a pleasure to say we had a successful one. Incident-free. You know, behind the scenes, it's rough. As usual, it's rough. This year was extremely rough. Okay. You know, financially, it was. Again, we overcome it. It's happening. All the events came off well. I mean, the Juve was, to me, have to go down in the books. That was an excellent Juve. Your parades was, I mean, on time. It was excellent. The rain came down in Trent's parade, but yet still didn't stop. Nothing. But again, I have to say, everything was well. The people behaved totally. I have to congratulate them. It was an excellent, excellent year. Everybody enjoyed itself. The entertainment was awesome in the village. You know, our 60th is coming up. Definitely, you're going to have a blast for the 60th. But again, I mean, you will always have your little disputes with winners and different stuff. You know, nobody wants to lose. Everybody wants to win. Again, this year I know you heard talks about the road match. Again, we cannot force the troops to play something what, you know, they choose what they want, and definitely it came out, Fusion Band won. Like I said, UMB song was excellent. Yes. I personally loved it. I love it. Again, This year what we did, just to make sure to clarify for everybody, is we had the judges, Clemma Lewis and her judges, count each individual entry that came down the route. They did that. Also on the paper, they was signed, every troop put what they want coming down to be judged, and also we had it on film. So definitely we did it 3 ways to make sure that it is what it is. So again, we have to say kudos go out to Fusion. UMB came in second, but UMB, I have to say, that song was really, really a good song.
Yeah, that was my pick.
And again, you know, it is what it is. I have to say, we have to enjoy what it is. The judge's decision is final.
Always final.
Right, so, and you know that, you know, by dealing
final.
with the Calypso show. Calypso show was a success. I think people came out and see a variety of different and new people that came out and to compete. And I have to say, you know, congratulations to Generic again, because I think this is what, maybe the 4th time he have won throughout the year.
I've heard in all about 12.
Yeah, so again, I have to say everything came out well, and we have to say, you know, just thank God for life, and we're here still again. You know, we have the 8%, we have problems financially, but you know, together the people came together and they made the best of it. That's what it was.
Okay. So before we go, anything looking forward to planning for the year 2012, 2013? Any ideas that are running through the mind at this time?
Well, I've been hearing the boot owners saying, you know, they really enjoyed the Creole night with T-Vice. Okay. And I saw you there.
Oh, yeah.
They really enjoyed, because, I mean, the booths was really packed, totally packed on that night. And the music was really sweet. So what they're trying to tell me is, you know, when can we have a Creole night? I'm thinking of looking at Kassav. Yeah, well, yeah, I see your face. Kassav is somebody, a band that I think that will do very well in the village. Let's see how we can articulate it, because you know Kassav is a very expensive band.
Travel not very far.
Well, you know, look out for something like maybe a Barry Salmon for reggae night. You know, look out for stuff like that. So it's going to be making. Look out for a little maybe a Pitbull for your Latin night. I mean, this is what the 60th is about. This is a grand. So let's just see how it works out, and trust me, it's going to be something to look forward to. It's going to be awesome.
Okay. So definitely, man, Festival 2012, the curtains are down, and you have heard it from the general public. So far, very good reviews. Of course, this is MC Bogle, WSVI TV Channel 8.